My name is Scott.
And I'm Nikki, and this is our Deep End Couples Story. We owned an espresso drive-thru. The customers that come through, they are quick to tell you about their day, their highs, their lows. This person coming through every day, he was getting to know me as well as I was getting to know him. And during that particular time, we were going through some hardships, not in our marriage, but we were going through severe financial hardships, and our home was going into foreclosure. And so there was just a lot of stress in the home. We weren't having enough quality time because we were so stressed. And this particular man was filling a need that I had. I didn't see any red flags or anything that would make me feel that I needed to be more cautious. A really good friend of mine was frequently saying things like, I just want to be happy, I'm tired of not being happy, and I deserve to be happy. So I started thinking the same things. You know what, you're right, I deserve to be happy. And I made the decision to leave.
I texted her and said, hey, where are you at? And she goes, there's a note on the coffee table. I'm sorry it happened this way. I started to read it, and it basically told me that she had fallen in love with somebody else. I couldn't breathe, I felt nauseous, and my stomach at that point really dropped, and I went out to the car and I just started to bawl. Kids were coming up to the car and saying, just knocking on the window, Dad, is everything okay? Where's Mom? Mom has left me for another man.
I felt like I finally got the happiness I deserve, not aware of the deception and the lies that I was believing. And those lies hurt a lot of people. Everybody's gonna be okay, the kids are gonna be okay, he's gonna be okay, and that's where I was at. I had interactions with the kids. They were all very angry, naturally. I was trying to get them to understand that everything was gonna be okay, but they kept telling me, no, it's not gonna be okay. It was almost a month that I was gone, and he told me that he wanted me back and the kids wanted me back.
She was here physically, but emotionally she was not. And then Nikki comes down, she goes, I want to tell you something, and I go, what's going on? She goes, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, okay.
His anger communicated to me that it was done, but he just hadn't found the words yet to say that. I actually told him, I'm gonna leave for 3 days.
I didn't know if we were ever gonna get back together. At that point, it was probably the bleakest. But I knew I was gonna be okay, and it was gonna be fine. And if that's a decision she wants to make, I'm no longer gonna be a revolving door. My kids, I'm not gonna allow my kids to continue to be like, when is Mom gonna come home today? And so I'm like, good riddance then, leave. And I started this process of just falling out of love for her. In fact, I got to a place where I was like, God, this hurts so bad. I don't want to feel love for her anymore. And it hurts. And I just want my love for her to be gone, shut off, done. And I got this image that my love for her was dwindled down to like this piece of coal that was barely glowing. I'm thinking, how do I completely make this ember of coal completely extinguished so I have zero love because I don't want any more? I said, I know what I can do. I could submerge it. And so in this dream, I'm like on the edge of this cliff and the ocean's out there, and I've got this, I'm holding this, and go to throw it into the ocean, and God's hand just goes like this, and he stops my hand, and he said, no, that's not your job, that's my job. It's my job to tell you when not to love. And I was like, okay then. And I took this coal and I put it on the mantle of like this fireplace, and I said, then God, you're gonna have to breathe on this. You're gonna have to put life into this because I don't have anything left. One day, I'm sitting at the desk and I feel like God says, send her a green smoothie recipe for pregnant women. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, why in the world would I want to do that? And I argue with God, and I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do that. Why would I want to do that? Just do it.
I don't even remember my response, but I'm sure it was, thank you. That touched a spot in my heart that hadn't, my heart was frozen. It was frozen and it was hard. And it hadn't felt that touch in months. I was really, really missing him and wanting to talk to him. I wanted to hear his voice. I couldn't remember what his voice sounded like, and I couldn't even remember what his face looked like. And it wasn't that I was, or that I had ever tried to not remember those things. It was just a complete block in my memory. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't see his face. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't hear his voice. I was watching the Ellen DeGeneres show one afternoon, and Jason Mraz was the guest speaker on there, and he sang one of his songs, and I thought, oh, this will be great. I'll send him the new song by Jason Mraz because he likes him. Even though we weren't really communicating or anything, my heart was starting to warm, starting to thaw, and I wanted to send that song, but I sent him the wrong song. He listened to it and messaged me back saying, why did you send me this song? Are you messing with my heart? He was pretty much, like, how dare you send me this song? And I was shocked at his response because, what? That was a good song. What are you even talking about? How is that even bad? I could not even understand his response because the song I sent him was not the song I just heard on TV. So I was very confused. So I looked up that song that I sent him on YouTube, of course, and watched, the lyrics. Oh my gosh, I just bust into tears. I was bawling my eyes out. I realized what I did. My response and his response, we realized at that moment there was a connection. Our hearts connected. His heart was not ready because he had already made the decision to be done. I didn't want to be done, but I felt like that decision was already made because of my choices and my actions, and I just need to basically, lie in the bed that I've made for myself and accept that that was going to be my future. And that opened the door, that song, sending the wrong song.
Mm-hmm. So here's this random song that she didn't even mean to send me, triggered something in me, a response that she felt, and then by her feeling that was enough for her to say maybe that there's hope. And it was just the craziest God thing. And it was another one of those, like, God putting the pieces back together, and not us doing it, but God slowly doing it His way, in His timing. And it was a miracle. When
I started thinking about the possibility of being able to come back, oh man, my heart was, it was constantly leaping out of my chest thinking I could get that back. And we can grow old together. We have 5 children. Our oldest is married, he's been married for 2 years. Our next oldest is just got engaged. And then we have 2 boys in high school. And the baby we keep talking about, today is her 5th birthday.
Yes, Sophia.
And we get to celebrate that together.
I have my little sister Sophia, and she's amazing. I mean, I can't wait looking forward to her, you know, at the end of the day when I come home from school.
Ever since she came back, she's getting along a lot better with my dad and with the kids, and it's just all together I feel like the atmosphere in the house is a lot calmer and nicer.
Laughing, the jokes. My family's full of laughter and jokes, and that's what I really enjoy, all being together. And it's a totally different dynamic when we're not all together. Like when one of us is missing, everybody can tell. Like it just doesn't feel the same when not everybody's there.
The love they have for each other now is a lot more apparent, and they make it known, and I love that a lot. I think it's huge. So, yeah.